Okay, I was a year Richard Japa any HSA. Former Attorney General, girlfriend Dame, and home sense, and you so a breaky and home news at the mammo. Yaba, a baby breaky at the amamo say, a year. Ken Ofori Tanini Abema, a petition President Mahama say, lawyer Bia na HSA, OD a year. Ato forcing and HSA, a year Richard Japa, and girlfriend Dame case no, Abusia, sa lawyer no, Sisiano, Achem mafias no, attending against sa lawyer no, all because of say, HSA, Wamba, Amba, Bidi, homicide na, or ne Richard Japa, and HSA, Shibum na, Abusia, Assembly. Ama Sisiano, a year action mafia, si Ken Ofori Tanini Abema, a petition President Mahama, say, on remove Sa Judge ya friend, Jenny Kolendi, in free a year Supreme Court, Abusia Sisiano, a year President Mahama, and Saka petition, Abusia Massa, Wamfa or more asem, Anyasem, Amawato, a year petition, at to baby, and I know no case in the answer could be more court, Ama court HSA, Richard Japa and as girlfriend Dame rather pulling the evidence HSA Richard Japa and the Kokoshia ye Nicoleni omoye secret meeting be abusia girlfriend Dame ye bisana or say only evidence be ati that means say a court abo girlfriend Dame petition and it can offer Atta petition more a petition so yen fan remove yet Nicoleni and free a year Supreme Court. Abusia and Tisiadia and the wood ye girlfriend Dame and they can offer Atta Nini Abemani there. I can't almost papa. So I'm a petition now. Almost per se ye de remove ye Nicoleni no Abusia a pasca a bunch court no any president mama about to baby. Mummy uncle Kevin Taylor about be true hot fire. Mummy uncle na young tea and some cause. Don't subscribe here, subscribe like and I share my Afro so answer into me and can be aha. I got a politics avenue so madam say.
And it's about, you see, a private citizen, Daniel Mafu Oforiata, petitions President Mahama to remove Justice Yoni Kolendi over alleged interference in Rep versus Atto and 2 other cases. Now, you see, Akuffo de Busheni Bako, Oforiata Busheni Bako, your friend Daniel Mafu Oforiata, or your secretary to a Japadia document, no. Wako petition President Mahama say, Omo achim foni bia, no money Akuffo do ebu maino. Nanka omo pese yede o maino ma Bawumia jimi nanka omo jifri ni nsem. Na omo di Japadia nyina kwesi awawa no. Omo say, Yoni Kolendi, omo pese President Mahama pamono. And Akuffo in the busianfo any Oforiata busianfo they have a problem with Yoni Kolendi. We might could enter on yes we. Nina say time na Gofredame eti na adwemu po and I say p say opese of faculty kwan bi so through a position and was attorney general Eddie Jaili Atto forcing any jakpano. In the audio na e buy and what I say Gofredame na nkasa ka say oko eye Yoni Kolendi fie no ko hu jakpa wo ho e na one jakpa edi case no ho nkomo abrana attorney general your friend no eye Gofredame enim se etia Ghana mrakese. Now the reason why intia Akuffo in the busianfo through Gofredame ashe abrantie we friend Daniel Mafu Oforiata echi se onko petition Mahama na yampam Yoni Kolendi ne say time asem ni see ya ka say omoko ye meeting ewo Yoni Kolendi fie. Remember Jakpa is related to Yoni Kolendi. Yoni Kolendi the busiani ne Jakpa can visit Yoni Kolendi anytime. Yoni Kolendi or a Supreme Court judge time na assembly question na Gofredame and the Attorney General of Ghana. He is also a friend to Yoni Kolendi because the Attorney General works with the Supreme Court, works with the High Court, works with all judges in Ghana. At a point, Yoni Kolendi fie and coincidentally or whatever you want to say, no, Jakpa any Attorney General Gofredame eko shia wo ho. Now, assembly see no. Na Akuffo Addo because unim time ajakpa eba abontenika say Attorney General, former Attorney General Godfrey Dame, epese okodia tro. Na yadi Atufo sintumu no. They were expecting, and when I say they, Akuffo Addo, Godfrey Dame, any Gabi Mone Ofori, they were expecting, say, Yoni Kolendi will come out that moment to say, there was no meeting in his house. Because to them, the reason Tia Akuffo Addo, Emma Yoni Kolendi, Echo Supreme Court, and say, in their head, Yoni Kolendi, Eyo Omunipa. Yoni Kolendi at a time, or at a point in time, worked with Akuffo Addo's law firm. So they believed, say Akuffo Addo ultimately appointed Yoni Kolendi Akko Supreme Court. Yoni Kolendi should automatically become the slave of Akuffo Addo and his family. Now, time at 70 Yoni Kolendi stayed away. He did not make a comment. Now, they were waiting for Yoni Kolendi to make a comment in defense of Attorney General Godfrey Dame. Senebeya, Anka Yoni Kolendi Kasaya, Anka the judge on the case would have taken the word of Yoni Kolendi to prove, say, Godfrey Dame did not commit a crime. But when Yoni Kolendi decided to stay away from the matter, they felt to say Yoni Kolendi had betrayed Akuffo Addo, betrayed Godfrey Dame, and betrayed the clan, the MPP. Now, Jakpa has petitioned the CID to investigate the matter where a certain Attorney General tried to force him to lie under oath to make sure, say, a colleague, another citizen, is jailed unlawfully. Now, they know that former Attorney General Godfrey Dame cannot defend himself in this matter. They know, say, with the tape now, Jakpa release the conversation between him, Jakpa, and former Attorney General Godfrey Dame, sa audio, it is enough evidence to prove, say, Godfrey Dame committed the highest offense or crime on the land. Ghana, and the Akuffo Addo and his family, his group of family, the Ejapadia clique, the Achim Mafia gang, they know, say, Godfrey Dame a committed crime. Now, they want a way to make sure, say, Godfrey Dame does not go down alone. So it looks clear like a Godfrey Dame planted strategy. It looks like it. Because it is looking like, since Godfrey Dame himself only defense. Now, so Akuffo Yoni Kolendi eba case rimwa, it will force Jakpa to step away because Yoni Kolendi is related to Jakpa. Jakpa wouldn't want Yoni Kolendi to be kicked out of the Supreme Court. So what Attorney General Godfrey Dame say, they are forcing the president, they are forcing Jakpa to withdraw the case, because of Yoni Kolendi or person free Supreme Court. It was set Godfrey Dame free. For now, no, Omakacho say Godfrey Dame be down, Yoni Kolendi should also go down. That is why they have sent a Japadie book secretary to go and petition President Mahama. Say adenti and another case Ekosu Ghana. The Attorney General na Oya Godfrey Dame eti committee de Jakpa ewo a Supreme Court judge fee. Now it is about Asema Omoka against Asema Ewodien ewo tape nim. On the tape, Godfrey Dame has never denied, say they never met. At that point in court, the question is, did you meet while the case was ongoing? Where you met does not matter. You see, say me a prosecutor, me a Attorney General, me a CID investigator. Now me a question Godfrey Dame. I'll read the code of conduct to him. And then the question I'll put before him is simple. During the trial, na Godfrey Dame Jakpa eti adakim, Atofo senti adakim, omo take oath. Did you meet any of these people during the trial? That is the core question. Wherever you met does not matter. What matters is, did you meet somebody, a suspect, somebody involved in the case whilst the case was going on as the Attorney General of Ghana? Whether you met the person in the plane, you met the person underground, you met the person in the skies, at the end of the day, when you meet somebody who is standing trial and you being the prosecutor of the person, It does not matter where you met the person. You, the prosecutor, you have committed a crime. You see, they are just dragging Yoni Kolendi in because they know Godfred Dame has committed a crime. They know Godfred Dame has committed a crime. If I'm a judge, now I'm at a court, now I don't have time to ask where did you meet? Which house? Where is the house situated? Which place? Whose house? I'll ask you as the Attorney General. When you were part of this trial, when you were coming to my courtroom, going out and coming in, were you meeting this person? I don't care where you were meeting the person, but were you meeting the person? It's either you met or you didn't meet. Where you met the person does not matter, because the code of ethics did not mention location. It mentioned you breaking the law by meeting somebody when a case is ongoing. What they are doing now, and they say they want to find a way to protect Godfred Dame when is masterminded by Godfred Dame. On a shake and I'll catch a chapadie and the starlet and say, do this for me, do this for me. It is Godfred Dame manipulating this. So this thing you are seeing here, a MPP for Akuffo the group ni ya say Adentina Yoni Kolendi did not come to our aid to jail Akuffo. Because if Yoni Kolendi had spoken, time I tape the bar out, and Godfred Dame at that point, Yoni Kolendi would have said, I did not host anybody in my house. If Yoni Kolendi had come to the defense of Godfred Dame, Jakwa and Akuffo would have gone to jail. The man ye Akuffo moya, Gabi moya, Godfred Dame yad and say, Adentina Yoni Kolendi or one of them, and protect you. That is why they are doing this. That is why they are doing this. They know Godfred Dame is one of the worst attorney general any country has. Godfred Dame is not an attorney general. He's a disease to the judiciary. And the one person we understand, and you see, it's so funny. I had my own issues with Yoni Kolendi before he was called to the bench. But you see, people change and people reflect. Maybe before he was called to the bench, he might have had different opinion about the bench. Maybe when he wasn't a Supreme Court judge, his actions and some of his utterances and his demeanor was different. Maybe time my friend man called bench or say the work he needs to do as a Supreme Court judge, he decided to be neutral to the Constitution of the Republic. And see, maybe the way they knew Yoni Kolendi, it has changed. And they don't understand why. I will say Yoni Kolendi changed Abrawabe Supreme Court judge. For all you know, Yoni Kolendi so changed because at a point in his life, he realized he cannot add politics to being a Supreme Court judge. He cannot be too affiliated to individuals. He cannot be worshiping individuals and serve on the bench at the same time. So along the way, he decided to stay neutral. I'm not speaking for Yoni Kolendi, but maybe that is what has happened. And see, the Yoni Kolendi they know, today, he does not look like Yoni Kolendi they actually pushed to the Supreme Court. And let me tell you, Yoni Kolendi is a solid judge who qualifies to be on the bench of the Supreme Court. It wasn't because Yoni Kolendi was done a favor. Obviously, Yoni Kolendi knew them. Maybe they liked Yoni Kolendi more than the other judges. That's why they appointed him. But Yoni Kolendi maybe now in the Supreme Court, it's seen, patriotism comes above everything else. So now they don't understand. To Akuffo, to Godfred Dame, to the Achim Sakawa group, Yoni Kolendi, to them, is a traitor. And see, they will do everything possible to nail Yoni Kolendi. That is the problem. And it's not who said we. And that is the modus operandi. That is the blueprint of Akuffo and the gang. Only a gang. Akuffo and the group, only a gang. And MPP mo, they still need power. Say Bawumia koliko. They know Bawumia be junkie. They can use him. Akuffo in the group, only a gang. And this is their gang style. This is how they operate. These are the typical Sakawa kingpins. Their modus. This is their blueprint. They are gang. Into their own one. Say, a private citizen. He has gone to petition Mahama. Yampam Yoni Kolendi. It is the gang style. It is the Sakawa boy style. It is Godfredame and his gang. That is them. This is their job. Can Oforiata anka yetetina anka internet ni ho. Information ni wa. Anka ndeka can Oforiata atro teases. Watro articles say he's being chased from Ghana. The president wants to kill him. Into no seeking asylum. Kasano bekache Ghana. That is what they did. Akuffo nebusuafo na omo the politics mu. Sankofo ni nyina omo di boni wo Ghana wie na yebusa omo say omo mbran be account pe no makotena brochie no ma start church on sem. I'm being pursued. People want to kill me. The government is coming after me. Me say yaya lucky say you were 2025. And the internet does not forget. Technology. We all know the crimes are Kenoforiata committee or Ghana. San Kenya internet and can the Kenoforiata to US grantee interview say Mahama peso kuno internet besha bruchiri. I am telling you, Anka Gabi Ochidakun grantee interview catch the BBC say they are after my life. They want to kill me because they know I'm related to the finance minister. That is why I'm living here. That is what they would have done. But on Sunday they can't do it. And I can Oforiata, the bag bonnet said they ton drugs. I was Zimbabwe. Obi no show white to Ghana. The draws are singing white. And on Washington DC street so I just said your wedding or your post boy. This is the people I'm talking about. You're dangerous. The JB Dankwa incarnates. These are termites. You're dangerous beings. So your internet is save ye and Boni bia Kenoforiata di bia evidence or the trail is there. And it's na omun to me hey. Sanka internet ni ho. Sanka ye need information. We cannot access information around the world in a second. And can go forward. Me think Kenoforiata and can see an abe interview one-on-one. You know, my father is Oforiata, and you know my uncles, and JB Dankwatu is also a relative. We all went to Ghana to serve. As we speak, our lives is in danger. Our lives are in danger. That is why we have all bolted. I live here in DC. My other cousin, the Akuffo, is right now in the UK. I have another cousin, Gabi Ochidakun. He is also in the UK. BD2 is here. He's sick. Hey, Obeka 7 months now hosting said, so how is it? How can a leader do that? We don't know. We have served our nation. I was a finance minister. I saved the nation. I did everything in my capacity. Now, so do you think there's anything the American government can do to correct this? Because this is not right. You've left home. You have family. I believe that the American government right now, and I would like to respectfully tell the president, I'm very honored for keeping me here. I'm very, very honored because for somebody to save your life, giving you shelter, protecting you from harm, danger, persecution, I really want to appreciate the American people. Wow, I'm so sorry. We will take a break. Welcome back to the show. Mr. Oforiata is still here with us. He's very sad, but I think we have to finish this conversation. Mr. Oforiata, can you go on? I say, yeah, I think I can do that. I can. Yeah, your last question, what were you saying? Hang over, we actors for King, MPP, Oforiata. Technology and technology. Technology. Technology and can go void me. Mesinka Mahama Tiana Kabeti Black Hawk, US for land, Adang, and even JJ Rollins, no, and no be no Kwame Nkrumah. Yeah. No much say Togo. A JB Dankwamo, and Omina could go UK, Germany. Why are you here? We have to come. They are after us. JJ Rawlings krampo de ono break bibia 1992 JJ Rawlings be Ghana a democratic state e ho na munyina ko share Trump ko sha abrochire and almost started trotting. A leader who kills his own, captions upon captions. Omu go abrochire omu pack gum. I said JJ Abonsam wo twa obi eti o Ghana. Inti abrofo no saw JJ Rawlings as a military leader who is trying to act as a democratic leader. Oba Ghana yentu obi amore. Obi anwuye ye twisoroku and so called UK. BBC 4 see Ghana being led by a killer. Because Ofori Atta papanom JB dan kwamo sankofo no omo hye no mo trotro articles kira brofo no na kofo mo so trogum the entire JJ Rawlings he suffered from 1992 till JJ Rawlings left office na ope grant keke after JJ was running this country on grants opelona onyabi JJ pelona onyabi okọ Europe onya loan Ghana so ye sika aveni ye gina ye na so JJ Rakro will penoma tro atwo JJ Rawlings is still a military leader. He is lying. He's not a democratic leader. Hey, Rawlings na yere so di nechi no ewura ha no lie. Or ha no nya grant kakra no de aba no de besi schools. Or ha no nya grant kakra no akosi de dam. Na manfo we trogum no mu trogum. They created this atmosphere to say obeba Ghana no anope bia no JJ the nipa 7 esi abonte no obo mu 2. Hey, go for we. Me say technology and save Ghana. Every criminal runs to the UK. In Ghana, chromophobia janiko UK. Chromophobia janiko UK. Every political criminal ends up in the UK. And I won't study it. And all the political criminals who run from Ghana are all from the NPP. They all end up in the United Kingdom. 1 or 2 in America. Majority of political criminals in Ghana, they all end up in the United Kingdom. Omutisa island no so. Kwasi adim kwa no island no so no moye. Because you can need UK broni no, only gold, only diamond, only shea. Uriya sika na the bar obeje wat na ho. Because only you cannot on island so not. You can soon change New York. Into ono ontu kontombre. Ono oni na nyadoa. Oni bibia ho emponche kakra bi na gu Ireland na twi kakra de bro mo mo we. Into ono te ono when Jimmy now we African politician we sika so beto dan or say buy. But you ready say oh deal sika dey Akroma say no. Inti omo we say MPP for na Jimmy. Majority of the MPP politicians all their properties are in the UK. They can't bring it back home. That is the NPP. Inti ade we na we hu say yes say obi akọ petition President Mahama say yoni Kolendi ye nyini free Supreme Court no Akuffo Addo Gabi bedi etuo Atta former Attorney General Godfrey Dame the Sakawa gang Achim Sakawa gang Achim Sakawa gang they are behind this because right now Tokono is not there and Johnny Kolendi is not going to bow to them again. Johnny Kolendi at a point decided to sit back because of Tokonu. Right now, Tokonu is not there. Johnny Kolendi will not bow to anybody. He is not going to do the bidding of the NPP. He's not going to do the bidding of Akuffo Addo. So what they want to do now is they want to destroy Johnny Kolendi. And that is a typical MPP, Aparachi, Galamsey, Achim Sakawa gang strategy. Eya Jandam. This man, I've had my own problems with him. But I can tell you on authority, one of the judges who is qualified to be at the Supreme Court, Johnny Kolendi qualifies to be there, and he deserves to be there. Yeah. Johnny Kolendi, he had his own flaws before he was called to the bench. But the honest truth is, those in the courts, there are some judges who are not supposed to be on the Supreme Court bench. A lot of question marks around them. But when it comes to Johnny Kolendi, as much as you have some issues that you don't like about him, he is intelligent to be on the bench. But these people believe or they think, say, so why you jumana maya, then you be kung yanu nyina be form. That is what he's going to go through now. The NPP are dangerous people. Here are they. You see, Godfrey Dame, if what he is saying through this private citizen. Our petition Akuffo John Mahama say Yoni Kolendi sebio jakpa ene gofredame emiti emiti ewo Yoni Kolendi fia. Gofredame should prove it ni enhwe. We want Gofredame to prove it. At least jakpa proving the point with evidence say this is my tape. Na say Gofredame was trying to tell me, was convincing me, was pushing me to lie under oath. Gofredame should come out and tell us to say the evidence ni prove say Oshia Jakpa ewo Yoni Kolendi fie or my physical evidence. He has no evidence. He just using hearsay. They just want to drag Yoni Kolendi down. They want to destroy him. The MPP.
Ghana Politics Avenue. So and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that any updates be able to drop you once every to me.